Alright, and welcome. This is going to be the next concurrent playthrough that is going to be taking place at the same... Well, that's concurrent. It's going to be taking place at the same time as my Dark Souls of Ash and Dust, or of Dust and Ash. Either way. Mod, okay? This game is, I played a little bit of it last night. I started it just to get a vibe for it. I've been really wanting to play it. I've been wanting to stream it. But, I'm not streaming it. Instead, I am playing it and recording it. So, if you see that this is here, that's not the one I'm going to be playing. I'm going to delete this. We're going to start a new one. Mouse off the screen. You can't see it, but I can. I don't like it being in the middle of my screen. Okay. Get closer. So, this game is Firewatch. And what little bit I played of it, I love. I love this game so far. I'm hoping it maintains that level of love. Or that maintains that what's keeping me enjoying it. So this first little bit is like this, and it introduces the backstory of the game, and you read. There is voice acting in this game, but this first little bit, I think the first 5-ish minutes, is just you making choices, and those choices will impact your character, who we will see whose name in a second. Okay. You see Julia. She's about your age, late 20s, laughing with well-dressed professors and grad students from nearby CU Boulder. You, character name Henry, are out drinking with your pals. You approach her. It's the only option you have. So, oh. You slur the word major and it smells like coarse. Drinking beer. You give an awkward smile. Evolutionary biology, she says. And I'm a professor. Cool, you reply. What's yours, she asks. She sniffs the air. Toxicology? Was that a burn? She says definitely. Worried she hurt your feelings, she asks if you want to split a cheeseburger. 1 week later, you were Julia's boyfriend. That's fast as hell, dude. Okay, so this is a glimpse into how the game actually operates. Okay, this is Hank. This isn't a choice game in the aspect of what we're looking at whenever we're getting... Well, you'll see. You'll see. Hopefully you understand what I mean when I say that... That's strange. What is causing that light? What is causing that light? You only see it when you're over here. That's strange. Maybe you're not supposed to be coming over here. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't explore this, though, whenever I originally played it, or played it last night. I only played about 20 to 40 minutes of it, I think. But, yes, this is how the game plays once we get into the meat of it. As I said, this is just an intro. You date for over a year. She drives you absolutely nuts. It's great. You move in, you share an apartment near the school with a view of the mountains. You two drink beers out on the deck. You drink beer just about anywhere. Life is good. Julia wants to get a dog. There's a scruffy, undersized beagle Julia's in love with. She wants to bring it with her to class. There's also an intimidating but gentle-eyed German Shepherd. Nothing bad could happen to Julia while walking this dog. It's badass. So I went with the Beagle. I want to see what happens when I choose the Shepherd. There we go. That's great. Mayhem's a great dog. I want a dog. 1979, you talk out on the deck. It's summer. 9:30 p.m. and the heat still radiates off the high desert. What do you think about kids, she asks. Kids? They're not very smart or good at much. I'm saying if you and I have a couple of little idiots. I'm gonna go with the one I chose before, because that's the one I would want to go with. In that case, we should probably get married. This is her. Yeah, I would like that, says Henry. These kids are gonna be screwed up enough. It's probably for the best that their parents are hitched. Ooh. Yeah. My thinking cap. Well, that's not good. Oh, hey, they do. I was getting ready to add, like, they do have plates. Wow, look at you. Okay. So, this is the game world. This map right here. It's gonna be interesting. Okay, so we're smack dab in the middle. One Red Tops, Thoroughfare Lookout, Spruce Lookout, Crescent Mountain, which is gonna be that way. Moss Peak, which is gonna be to the right. Oh, that's telephone line. Interesting. Ramshorn Peak, which would be southwest, and Chimney Rock, which would be directly to the south, and then that's marsh. It's marshy area right there. Irish Rock is southeast. Understood. Rocky Impasse. Meadow Plain. Falls. I didn't run into any falls. But I wouldn't say that. Oh, yep, look, they're right there. And then a marshy area. Campsites. Campsites? Oh, yep, there's one campsite right there. There's another one all the way down here. These are pretty remote. Trail, tunnel, cave. Cave. So there's another camp right here by the lake. Okay. Enough of that, enough of that. No Fireworks. Do not forget to check in. Thoroughfare Trail is not recommended for inexperienced hikers, which is the one directly to the north. Or is that this? Oh no, this is the Two Forks region. Okay, cool. Alright. Head out on the trail. It's a Thursday night and Julia is 4 hours late. She doesn't call. You're worried and getting angrier by the minute. She walks in after you've gone to bed. She's not quite drunk, but she's clearly been having a fun time. You fight when she gets between the sheets. I chose to ignore her. Let's get mad. Inconsiderate asshole? Wow. That's the one I would pick. You look awesome. Ooh. Oh. Damn, it's already been 11 minutes. Cool. Look at that. So atmospheric. It's 8 miles. 1982. During the summers, you and Julia enjoy walking mayhem at night. There's a festival in town. It brings in folks from faraway places. One of them tries to mug you. You manage to scare all 3 of you. He runs away. Julia asks to take a different path. From that day forward, you say, okay. You don't want to go that way either. Okay. From then on, you walk by the river. So that's the same. Plans to have kids get waylaid by work. That's great. Julia gets offered a job at Yale. Yale is in Connecticut, 2,000 miles away. It's a great job, associate department chair. She wants to move. Oh, shit. After seeing multiple doctors and having many tests, they are worried that Julia might be suffering from early onset dementia. She is 41. You both decide to keep it a secret for now. That's... you don't have a choice, I guess. I don't have a choice. Come on. Sam is getting older. He's got silver hair down his back and slows down at night. You and Julia walk him to the bar to see your friends, and it feels like nothing has changed. Julia goes back to the university. Julie's affliction gets worse. She can't remember things in class. Her research is in shambles. She drives her car to the next town over for no particular reason, and has been brought home by the police. She is devastated. Some days you get the Julia who calls you a dope and your unborn children little idiots. Other days you get a stranger. She pulls you into bed to me. After 5 minutes, she goes into a panic, believing her dad is at the door. What the fuck? That's fucked. That's fucked. tell her family they are crushed and begin to make trips to and from their home in Australia to visit her. For a while, your friends come by with little things to brighten the day. This is the hard decision right here. You spend your days following Julia around the house. You count the seconds between the two weekly visits from Daniel the nurse. He suggests that Julia could live somewhere else, somewhere with 24-hour care, a home. It sits with you for a couple of months. I know it's a fucked thing to do, but, I mean, this situation here is not something that is an easy situation to be dealing with. Like, just imagine the person that you've been with at this point for like maybe 10-ish years, maybe a little more, because he said they were, it said they were late 20s, so I'd say maybe 28 or so. And she's just now like 41, maybe older at this point. Yeah, maybe like 42-ish. But you've been with this person for that long, and then they just basically start deteriorating, I guess would be the term. That's gotta be rough. Like, rough topic, but this is a situation I hope I never have to deal with. I have had to deal with something that's not akin to this in the same vein, but I have watched people deteriorate due to other things. I will not say what, but it's not biological in nature, I suppose is the way I would put it. But yeah, I had to watch and live with that and watch them change and become somebody like, it's such a strange thing because they are the same person. You know, they're your parent or parents in my situation, and they just change, you know? Like, they're the same people, but they start doing things anyways. So back to the game. I chose this one to have her moved into a facility, but I'm gonna choose this time that he takes care of her by himself, because he, like, not to spoil it, but he ultimately regretted this decision and felt like people judged him, and this is the main point that I was bringing up. Like, he felt like his friends, like wives, were talking bad about him, and like the sense that they were saying that this decision is a very difficult one to make. Like, I don't even know which one, like, I don't know. It's like you're sitting there, like, it's just such a difficult, this is such a difficult thing for somebody to have to go through. And for people to feel like you're just pushing or putting this person in another place, like pushing them away from you so that you don't have to deal with it, right? And you shouldn't judge somebody like that, because this is fucked. But I'm gonna make him take care of her. So, this game is, you know, currently not a very lighthearted game. It's a very heavy topic. Yep. Yep. When she goes to sleep, you stay up for a few hours drinking on the deck, watching baseball in the summer, college basketball in the winter, drinking then too. You start going out after you put her to bed. The first time you do it, you worry about her getting up and walking around while you're gone. Ooh. Yeah, that's... Damn. Okay, so that's completely different. Okay, so... That's completely different. So what happened in the original one is, or when I played it before on my own time, he made the decision, or rather I did, but Henry made the decision to have Julia put into a 24-hour caretaking home, which, in my opinion, while kind of a cold thing, you know, that judgmental thing that people were going to say, you know, that's you pushing them away or whatever and putting them somewhere so you don't have to deal with that situation. That's it's the decision that I had him make, so that because here's the reason. The amount, like, I feel that putting her in the home is the better solution between the two, not necessarily because it lifts a burden off of his shoulders that he doesn't have to deal with her, but more so in the fact that she's going somewhere where people can take care of her better than, you know, you got a group of people, not just him, and they can make sure that she's, you know, taking her medications. You, if she gets up and, like, they'll be able to keep her from hurting herself. So in my opinion, it's a better alternative than what we did in having her stay at the house, because then it's difficult. It is a very, very difficult thing. And you stop treating them like them and start almost treating them like a child, I guess. But it also meant that because he could not, he had to spend all of his time paying attention to her, and he could not pay attention to himself, and so he drank more, which is a bad road to go down, because that was his form of stress relief, was to drink, because he had no outlet. He couldn't keep the house clean. He was having to constantly go behind her to make sure she wasn't doing anything. It's just not ideal for, and in that situation, I'm not saying is I mean, he it's a situation that's bad, you know. But what I'm trying to say is that he had no way to keep the house clean, and he basically had no time to himself, except when he was basically escaping the situation. That's what that was. So, ultimately having her put into a home where she's safer, where she's, you know, got people that can take care of her medically, trained and all that, that's a better option. But when I chose that, he ended up not going, if that makes sense. He ended up stopping, pretty much. Started talking to some other woman. But yeah, he ended up feeling like she ended up getting worse. Because, and he felt it was his fault for not, like, going and seeing her more often, because she stopped really remembering who he was, kind of deal. Like I said, that situation, it sucks. That's a thing. And we're running. There is no jump. Aha, here's the outhouse. I want to say... Aha. That's definitely a place where I went before. Either way. What was that? What the hell was that? Doing the Detective Phelps. That's weird. I didn't know there were cinder blocks there. I didn't see those before. Ugh, excuse me. I really like this artistic look. I mean, it's pretty simple. It's not high res, you know, but it's really artsy.